Babes, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do a foreign fill. So my client here just got her lashes done actually about a week ago when she was out in London, and she was supposed to be getting a hybrid wispy set, but let me just tell you guys I'm glad that it wasn't a hot mess, but it was definitely something that I was not used to, and this is the after of what she really wanted. So compared to how she came in to what she got now, it is a huge difference. So I'm going to start off with my Wash Me Baby Lash Shampoo. If you guys don't know, I do retail sell these. So if you guys want to purchase them to sell to your clients, then I recommend for you guys to buy it because it is a 150 milliliter bottle. So it's a big bottle. It's going to last you a long time. So I am using a lipstick applicator and I'm going in and washing her lashes. If you guys know me, you guys have seen my previous videos, you guys know I have to wash my clients' lashes every single time. This will just ensure that her lashes are squeaky clean, and by the time that you come in and put the extension, it's going to bond to that natural lash a lot better. If you refuse to do this or skip this step entirely, and if you are wondering why your lashes are not sticking and why you're holding that extension for a long time, then it is probably because of all the oils and residue or leftover makeup, eye creams, whatever she has on her lashes. So I'm just going in and washing her lashes, making sure that I get and remove all of that. Make sure you remove all the soap. Normally I tend to do about half a pump to a full pump on each eye. You want to make sure that you are washing one eye at a time. I don't like to put one pump on each eye and then have one eye just sitting there because it'll probably leak to the side. So now I'm just going to rinse her off with some water, and then make sure that you always have a napkin there to catch the water, because the last thing you want is for that water to get inside your client's ear or go down in her hair. So that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. And now I'm working on the other eye, doing the exact same thing, making sure that I really get in there, fully clean each eye. All my products are going to be linked in the description box below. So before anybody asks me, just make sure to double check the description box. I'm also going to have my Amazon storefront. That way you guys can get all my other products that I don't have on my page. So these Akissos are from Amazon, and the tapes are my own brand. They're the sensitive tapes. I have them available in pink, white, and purple. For the purple, we only have it in small, but the pink and white, we have them in large tapes as well. So now I'm just gonna place the eye pads. You guys know the drill. I'm also gonna be using my large white tape. I cut it in half, and then make sure that I'm not getting it inside her eye. I want to make sure that the eye pads are comfortable and they're not poking her. You always want to be asking your clients if everything is okay, because the moment that you start lashing and actually getting in there, it's gonna end up moving and shifting. So I'm gonna start off with my Prime Time primer. I know that a lot of people feel like priming is unnecessary, and if you're that kind of person, then totally skip this step. But at least for me, I know that this is what helps me get the best amazing retention, so I do it every single time. So for my client here, she is very oily, and she does use a lot of oils and facials and stuff like that on her skin. So I want to make sure that I'm going in with primer and making sure that I'm removing any oils that were left over, maybe residue from the shampoo. So you want to make sure that you are doing that. So now I'm going to show you guys what it is that I'm working with. So as you can tell, it looks pretty decent. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with the set, right? But the more that I explored, the more I was like, what is happening here? So my client here used to get her lashes done by me religiously, and she's kind of been moving all over the place. She went to Florida, Texas, and she was in the UK for a month. And I'm guessing they do lashes differently out in the UK. So I am going to be using my YLB tweezers. These are my own collection coming out soon. So to show you guys what I was working with, she asked for a hybrid wispy set, and as you can see, this is a spike. She used classic lashes for a spike. This is a big no-no, guys. If you guys know, you're only supposed to place one extension when it comes to classic lashes, and she used 3 extensions for a spike. If you are going to be making spikes, use volume lashes, use a 0.07, 0.05, and a 0.03, but never be doing more than one extension for classic lashes. It is a big no-no. So I'm just going to go in and start removing. Technically, I was supposed to be doing a fill, but the more I got into it, the more I kept telling her, hey, like, I'm going to have to remove pretty much 50% of this because it was just not working, you know? And half of the fans that were on here were made out of classic lashes, which I don't know how it's possible. So as you can see, all of these spikes were made out of classic lashes. Like, if you're gonna be doing fans, please don't use classic lashes. If you're gonna be making spikes, please do not be using classic lashes. And just do yourself a favor and please take a course. That way it can teach you how to do that. If you don't know, I do offer online courses on my Yoyis Plus membership. You could access all my online courses and get certified for only $19.99 a month. Cancel anytime. If you have any more questions, I will have the link down below on my Yoyis Plus membership. I do have my beginner classics, my volume, and my advanced wispy styling. So if you are somebody that wants to learn how to do wispy styles, definitely check out my Yoyis Plus membership. As you can tell, she used a lot of glue. So when I was taking apart those extensions, it was leaving a lot of residue behind. That's what happens when you use a lot of glue. That is a big no-no. And I was struggling with a few of these lashes trying to remove them, and I left quite a few. As you can see here, these were glued on together. It was a bunch of classic lashes just glued on together, and I kept asking her, like, this is her, like, what's going on? And she said that, yeah, that they were bothering her, and that's why she came back to me. But I thought that I could leave quite a few lashes behind, and I ended up removing more than I was hoping to. And here you can see that I'm trying to remove leftover glue, but it was not budging. So just be careful, guys. My biggest tip is, if you are embarrassed of your client going to somebody else and finding out the work that you did on them, if you are embarrassed for them to go to somebody else knowing that you will be known as that lash artist that did bad work, then do yourself a favor and please fix your work. You don't want to be known as somebody that did bad work, because then your client is going to end up finding out, and she's going to know from her other lash artist that you did bad work. So do yourself a favor, don't be known as that kind of artist. So I'm going to be doing a natural style mapping on her. So I'm going to be doing 9, 10, 11, and then 12 being the biggest section, and then on the outer corner I'm going to bring it down to 11. It's also going to be a wispy set for the spikes. I'm going to be doing 12, 13, 14, 15, and I'm going to bring it back down to 14. If you are somebody that does not know how to style or lash map, I recommend for you guys to take my beginner classic online course, because in that course I do teach you guys everything you need to know, from eye shapes to lash mapping. And this is something that should have been taught in your beginner course, but if you did not take a beginner course, or your trainer refused or didn't refuse if she did not teach you, then I recommend for you guys to go check out my beginner online classic course. So I'm going to start off with my spikes. I'm going to go in with 0.05 volume lashes, and I'm going to grab about 5 to 7 lashes for each spike, and I'm going to start at the first line right there where 12 is at. So as you can see, I started right on the line, and then I'm going to work my way towards the outer corner, counting every 3 to 4 lashes. This is my way of how I like to do fills. So I like to start off normally. For a natural set, I'm going to start off right in the line and then work my way towards the outer corner. So as you can tell, this spike was already here, but then I noticed that it was stuck to 2 lashes, so I ended up removing it and then placing a spike in that section because it was a hot mess. And as you can see, the more that I went through the lash line, the more I started noticing that all the work was not that good. So I ended up having to remove quite a lot more the more that I worked throughout the set. So now, as you can see, I found another lash. I'm going to place another spike. So when it comes to spike, you want to keep it pretty even. If you do it on one eye, you're going to do the exact same thing on the other eye. And if you are somebody that's not doing a wispy set, you're doing more of a simple set, it'll be a lot easier. But because I am doing a little more advanced styling, this is why I'm doing this. So as you can see, I counted 3, 4 lashes over, and I'm going to place another spike. So for my spikes, I'm doing 15 milliliter 15 mm in this section. So the numbers on the maps does not mean how big you are creating your fans, it just means the length that you are using. So I'm doing 15 spikes and 12 for fans and classic lashes because again, this is a hybrid set. So again, I counted a few lashes over. I'm placing another spike. So I'm going to do this going out to the outer corner and again, working on both eyes at the same time, just because I do have my camera zoomed in pretty far in. You can't see that I'm working on both eyes. So again, you want to keep both eyes symmetrical, work on both of them at the same time, go back and forth, and then count every 3 lashes over. That is the best way on how I can explain on how to know exactly where to place your next spike. If you are somebody that has been struggling, again, I highly recommend for you to go check out my Wispy online course. In that course, I will teach you how to make your spikes, how to start your sets, you know where to go and what spike to place next. So if those are things that you are struggling with, again, I do have my Yoyis Plus membership where you guys can access all my online courses for only $19.99. And I have a lot more courses coming out. I just dropped my beginner volume course. So I have all this information for you guys at the palm of your hand. So I recommend for you guys to take advantage of it. So again, as you can see, she does have quite a lot of damage through her set. And I was explaining to her, like, I'm used to, I've done her lashes before. Her lashes used to be so thick and full and she had so many lashes. And to see that she has so much damage, I feel so bad for her, but she has been one of those girls that has been getting extensions done for a while. She refuses to get them taken off. So I was doing my best trying to make sure that I gave her exactly what she wanted and at the same time trying to keep the integrity of her lashes. So as you guys saw, I finished the whole outer section. Now I'm working from where I first started to the inner corners. So this is what I mean by having structure. You don't want to be jumping around the whole lash line. You want to make sure that you start in one position and you work your way down or around it. Because if you jump from here to there to here to there, it's going to throw the whole set off. So having structure and knowing exactly where to place the next spike is going to make a huge difference on how your sets look. So I'm going to finish off with my spikes. I'm going to go in with tiny fans. I'm going to do about 8D for each fan. Again, we're going for a very soft look. She's more into a very natural look these days. So I didn't want to go too long on the lengths and I didn't want to go too dense on my lengths. So I'm going to pretty much do 8D fans all throughout the rest of the lash line. And then I'm going to add classic lashes towards the end. And that is pretty much going to complete this natural wispy look. I'm going to add some music so you guys can enjoy the rest of the process. And I'll be right back when I'm ready to give some more tips.
I don't know how or how you do it. You blow my mind without a word. Ooh, stuck upside down. I might be dreaming. There's no way back now. Take every inch of my body. Wanna dance with you all night long. Dive in, babe, you know we can't stop this. Come on and show me what you got. 'Cause I don't care if they think we're mad to be falling in love with you. I'll do it again and again and again and with you all night long. Dive in, babe, you know we can't stop this. Come on and show me what you got. 'Cause I don't care if they think we're mad to be falling in love with you. I'll do it again and again and again and again.
Okay, if you are somebody that has been struggling with making your fans and cannot for the life of you pick up speed or be able to pick up fans, I recommend for you guys to take my online volume course. In that course, I teach you guys how to make fans faster with one hand. So no more pinching, no more trying to create fans and lose isolation because it's already hard being a beginner and trying to isolate and then now having to let go of isolation to create your fans. So in my volume course, I'm going to teach you guys how to make fans with one hand while keeping your isolation hand on your isolation lash and lash faster. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty professional when it came to pinching and being fast at it. But I learned the hard way that there are better techniques out there, better than pinching, where you're able to lash faster and do less work. So if you are somebody that has been struggling with making fans, beautiful fans every single time, I highly recommend for you guys to check out my online volume course. And again, it is included in my Yoyis Plus member. If you don't know what my membership is, I'm going to have the full video down below where I talk to you guys about everything that is included in my membership. Not only do you get my products 50% off and free shipping if you're within the States, if you are out of country, you will have to pay for shipping, but you're still getting my products 50% off. And you get access and certification to my online course once you complete them. So there are things on there that I don't teach or have talked to you guys about here on my YouTube channel. There are secret techniques and secret tips that I have just recently learned that has changed the way that I lash completely. I was doing full sets within 3-4 hours. I mean, lashing 100%, isolating perfectly, making sure that my styling was on point. And that is me being a master lash artist. To now doing full sets in under 2 hours, and it just has blown away. I'm able to lash faster. Even my clients are so amazed on how much faster I've gotten. My sets and my fans are perfect every single time, and these are techniques that I'm so excited to share with you guys, and they are only exclusive to my Yoyis Plus members. So if you are somebody that has been wanting to save money on lash supplies and also wants to take their skills to the next level, I highly recommend for you to sign up to my Yoyis Plus membership. And sorry if I keep talking about my membership, but I'm just so excited about it. You guys also get free mentorship if you guys do sign up to it. It's just exciting being able to offer such a great opportunity to be able to help you guys take your skills to the next level. So as you guys can see here, I am holding my isolation and making my fan on the lash tile without having to fully let go of everything. And this is a special technique. It is a mixture of a couple of techniques, but I turned it into my own using different, doing little different methods. And as you can see, I was able to create such a beautiful fan without ever having to let go of isolation and still be able to make a fan with one hand. And even though it looks like I'm taking my time, I promise you guys, it is half the time that I was doing sitting here and trying to isolate, trying to pinch with both hands and then try to re-isolate again with one tweezer. And it's already hard enough doing isolation with two hands. Imagine with one hand. I know it's hard. I've been in your guys' footsteps. So imagine being able to do all of this in half the time and being able to lash so much faster. So that's why I recommend for you guys to go sign up to my membership, because you guys will be able to learn this sticker technique that I'm mastered, and I'm so excited to teach you guys. That way you guys can level up your skills. So at this point, I'm just going back and forth between both lashes or both eyes. And oh my god, can we just talk about that beautiful fan? It makes me so happy that I'm able to create such beautiful fans with only one hand. It blows my mind. And I'm excited. I hope you guys do take full advantage and you guys are able to grow your skills and just learn more. So at this point, again, I'm going back and forth between both eyes and just filling her up as much as I can. I was keeping my fans pretty small because I am using 0.05 and it is a C curl, just in case I forgot to mention it somewhere in there. So I'm using C curl 0.05. I am using my Royal Cashmere lashes for both the spikes and my fans. And then once they look pretty even all throughout, I'm going to go in and start placing 0.15 C curl lashes to make my set look a little more lighter. And guys, I know I'm looking at the set it looks a little messy, and that's because I was working over somebody's work. When you do work over somebody's work, when it comes to a foreign fill, it's never going to look like your set. And even afterwards, when I was done, I was like, wow, I'm surprised it came out better than what I thought, because I was working over somebody else's work. And half of the time, this is not bad compared to the situations that I've been in where I had to fully remove everything and start all over, or it got to the point where I couldn't even work over it because she has so much damage. So luckily it wasn't bad, but there was a lot of damage, a lot of bald spots. I had to leave quite a few lashes over because I only had certain amount of time to be able to create the set, because I did have another client coming in afterwards. So I did the best that I could given what I was working with. So again, never use classic lashes for spikes and fans. Always stick to volume lashing. If you're going to use classics, only use one extension per eye. Please don't be known as a lash artist that damages people's work. You don't want to be known as that. So at this point, I'm pretty much done with my fans. Now I'm going to start placing classic lashes to whatever I missed, that way to give it a little more of a softer look. When it comes to hybrid lashes, it's fun being able to create denser looks or softer looks depending on what your client wants. So hybrid lashes are supposed to look lighter than a volume set. Depending if your client has a lot of natural lashes, use more classic lashes. If they have less lashes, use more volume fans to create more of a little more dense look. As you can tell, my client had so much damage, so that's why I used more fans to give it a little more fullness, because if I did more classics, it would have looked way too light. So now I'm going to go in, check my work, and see if I need to add more spikes, take off spikes, I need to add more fans, or do more classics. So at this point, this was the best that I can do given what I was working with. So we are pretty much done. We are going to finish off using Seal the Deal Super Bonder. This is my own super bonder. So again, all my products are going to be linked down below for you guys. And that is pretty much it. We're going to finish off with super bonder. This is going to ensure that the glue fully cures and dries, meaning no more irritations. They could get their lashes wet right after this and all that jazz. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on future lash content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
Show me
Bye.
what you got, 'cause I